Welcome to Debrief. I, Chetna Sharma, will take you through the highlights of the webinar, Taxation for Doctors and Hospitals, What's New and How to Save Tax, which was recently organized by DG Shield and IMA MS AMS chapter in association with IMA AMS HQ and IMA MS on 9th August 2020. Being a responsible citizen of India alongside maintaining rules and regulations, making regular tax payment is very essential and helps the government to function well successfully. It is through the direct tax collected by the government the country develops itself and bring in new scopes of progress in country. Although the tax payment system of the rest of the professions works in a certain way, the system works a bit differently for the doctors. Amidst the dedicated work of saving lives and curing the patients, the doctors may feel left out to understand the same technicalities, which is highly important as a responsible citizen. A little tax planning can help the doctors plan their finances in a better way, ensuring they make use of all tax benefits and rebates specific to their profession. For a better understanding of the entire taxation process, DG Shield and IMA MS AMS chapter joined hands with IMA AMS HQ and IMA MS to provide in-depth knowledge of the same and the new technicalities that are just introduced, which can be used for better saving from tax. The session was extremely enlightening, with the minute detailing of each process backed up with the proper reason. The eminent speakers truly glowed us till the end. The topics covered are as follows. Under what circumstances can a doctor open a hospital? What are the formation and income tax exemption to medical trust or institutions? What are the special provisions for the doctors? The session was started by CA Ashok Bansal, who has been practicing for the past 30 years in his firm Bansal, and Bansal explained the taxation process in a step-by-step process. The technicalities of the taxation were shared in detail. He explained the return of income procedure and the exemptions which the SS can avail if followed appropriately. He shared the information regarding the accounts that the doctors maintained and got it audited by 31st of September. The presumptive taxation scheme for every individual, HUF and firms was explained in detail by CA Ashok Bansal. The deduction chart was shared by him, which suggested that through smart means, doctors can avail to not pay any tax at all, for which he suggested smart tax planning. There is a provision not to maintain any account, for which one must follow a procedure. Let's hear it from him.
There is a presumptive scheme of taxation for all the professionals, including the doctors. This presumptive scheme is applicable for all individuals, HUFs and firms, whereby if you have an income of up to 50 lakh rupees, that is less than or equal to 50 lakhs rupees in a year, then you have an option of not maintaining any records, which I recounted a few minutes back, and you can show 50% of your gross receipts as your income, as your taxable income. You pay tax thereon and no record is required to be maintained.
If you have an income of less than or equal to 50 lakhs rupees in a year, then you have an option for not maintaining any records, which I recounted, and you can show 50% of your gross receipts as your taxable income. The second eminent speaker, CA Ravi B. Gupta, who has been practicing for more than 25 years in his firm Ravi Gupta and Company, started his lucid explanation on the understanding of the formation of charitable trust or institutions or companies, guiding us through the provision and laws which are around charitable purpose or trust or institutions. He shared a detailed explanation about the registration of the same. He tried to clear the air around the misconceptions about charitable purpose and provided a detailed description of the new amendments for the existing trust and institutions. Each section was explained in detail with the required reasons, guiding the doctors to take the appropriate measures. The deduction of 80G was explained, suggesting in respect of donations to certain funds or institutions. The Finance Act 2020 has brought exceptional changes on the field of registration of charitable trust, in which Section 1023C can be of much help. Let's just know how.
Now, Section 1023C, let me give you the broad highlights of how 1023C can help you to save tax. First and foremost thing is you have to apply 85% of the gross receipts towards the objects of the trust for which the trust has been formed. That means, in other words, 15% can be carried over for perpetuity, 15% can be accumulated. You can say that 15% is a sort of a standard deduction as far as and that is also on gross receipts. For example, to be very precise, your total turnover is say 1 crore, you have received 1 crore as your receipts. You can carry over 15 lakhs for infinity. It can be accumulated over the period 10 number of years. So that is a very big advantage as far as Section 1023C is concerned. And the similar advantage is available in organizations registered under Section 12 also.
Section 1023C can help you to save tax. You have to apply 85% of the gross receipts towards the objects for which the trust have been formed. That means 15% can be carried over, be accumulated on gross receipts. Mr. Sanket Barale, who is founder or chairman of DG Shield, explained how DG Shield had created a platform where doctors can benefit from online payment collections without any physical contact. He told the working of this wonderful platform, tailor-made for doctors and the benefit of digitalization in the field of medicine. It is a platform that supports telemedicine, teleconsultation, electronic documentation, and so on. It provides secure and hassle experience to the doctors with a free lifetime registration for IMA members.
In India, what we have done is pre-COVID, we launched a product which was very practical at helping doctors digitize, not typing on the computer or doing all sorts of crazy things instead of treating patients. So as simple as writing on a prescription pad, if you will, but on a tablet PC. And we were actually in the market offering this commercially. But post-pandemic, as the pandemic has evolved, we thought it our civic duty to enable doctors to transition to telemedicine and the online platform. So for IMA members, we decided to give it away for free for life.
The third eminent speaker, Mr. K.C. Naredi, who is currently retired as Principal Commissioner of Income Tax, Ahmedabad, started his lecture to focus on the special provisions for the doctor. He explained how the income tax departments work and how effectively the doctors can work with it. He shared how presumptive tax can be extremely beneficial and shared some informative insights into how the doctors can use it. In the case of income tax rate, how the doctors can handle the situation was beautifully explained by Mr. K.C. Naredi. Let's hear it from him.
If there is suppose any survey, there is suppose any rate, they cannot ask you where are the details of the expenditure. You can simply say that I have the receipt. Receipt का अगर कोई कागज है तो ठीक है. Otherwise, let the department, then the responsibility shifts to the department to bring it. Otherwise, you have the more receipt than 50 lakhs rupees, or you don't have the expenditure of 25 lakhs rupees. You need not to maintain any record. But take care of, जैसा कि अशोक जी ने भी बताया कि that your capital doesn't inflate by more than 50% here. That is a catch. If you have the 50 lakhs rupees, your capital or your bank balance or your immovable properties, wherever you invest, can inflate only by 25 lakhs rupees. By just paying 25 lakhs rupees, आप ये नहीं कह सकते मेरे पास तो 48 लाख रुपया बचा है, 48 lakhs rupees बचा है. I think so far this presumptive scheme is clear. Like that in the medical business also it is 8% and 6%. So our capitalization can be 8% and 6%. So while going for the immovable property or any expenditure, better to do it through the check, or the small expenditures you take out the cash and spend out of it. Bank deposits should not increase more than 50% of your gross receipt.
You can simply say, I have receipts. Let the responsibility shift to the department. You need not maintain any record. But you need to take care that your capital does not inflate more than 50%. To watch the entire video, please visit our website www.dgshield.in and click on the debrief menu.